Charleston. John Sadak and Pete Gillen on the call. So long.
Welcome on into Charleston, where we have it all even. 6'6", Power 5, meeting mid-major might. Thomas DeZagua out of the corner, and the Cowboys can't grab their first lead. John Sadak, along with the coach Pete Gillen. The Cowboys, without Yorane, picked up his second foul at the 15:30 mark, and the best shot blocker in the Big 12 is buried on the bench.
Big loss for Oklahoma State, John, as you know, early in the game.
Bad pass, easily picked off. Waters, the flick to McGriff. DeZagua, deadly shooter, buries it.
Yep. Parents came up from Florida. His dad's a coach at Tampa Catholic High School in Florida.
That's the first made three in 6 tries. 6 of the 10 field goal attempts from deep for the Cowboys.
Yeah, a little too many. Got to get a balance. Let's see him drive the basketball a little more.
Miller on the drive, floats it. The kiss off. He gets the board, drop step, and loses the basketball. Jasper. Riller screaming for it. Richard finds him. The deep three. And McGriff, the weak side board.
Both these teams struggling from downtown early in the season, John, to get their rhythm under 30%.
We're in downtown, historic Charleston. Steal by Riller. Riller on the run. Floats it. Richard!
Great pass by Grant Riller. One of the best guards in the country that a lot of people don't know about. Averaged 24 points a game, 4 assists. Terrific player. He would start for any school in the Big 12. Coach Mike Borton Jr. told us that this afternoon. We were at the shooting practice.
McGriff, the poised response and a patient possession.
That was good. We spoke with him today at the shooting practice. We were impressed with him, John, right? Nice and poised. He's seen it all, the ups and the downs. He's a senior, good defender.
Incredibly tough.
And we see the zone here now by the Cowboys. They don't like to play zone, but a change of pace. They're doing that because right now they want to cut down the penetration of Riller, okay? And Charleston's not a great three-point shooting team, but Jasper says, all right, you zone, I'll knock this down.
He was a 40% shooter last year from outside. All even at 11, likely off the McGriff screen. Feeds McGriff. Jumper off, and Riller the board.
Charleston does not blow the ball up the court real quickly. They want to play the game in the 60s. They don't have the scoring power of Oklahoma State.
Nice look opposite Richard. Off, and McGriff another rebound. He is on the glass.
Yeah.
A lot of one and dones for the Cougars. Waters able to shield the pound. Looks to McGriff, matched up with Miller.
They're going to move the ball quicker, I think, John, and more player movement. A little static for the Cowboys right now. They're settling for jump shots that are contested.
Now, that said, it feels like Charleston has thoroughly outplayed Oklahoma State, and it's time.
Yeah. That's the pace they want. Once again, they want a game in the 60s. Oak State wants a game in the 80s. Oak State's at their best in transition. They love to run.
McManus feels that double. Hesitant dribble, 5 to shoot. Quick ball movement, Jasper. And the tap out, Cougars got it. Riller rattles free, and another board for McGriff. Likely looks to the side. Has it stolen by Riller. Ahead of the field. Timeout, Oklahoma State.
Not a lot of offense right now, John, but there's certainly a lot of defense. 40%, so the defense has been pretty good, but offense, no rhythm on either team.
And a major series of substitutions. Grant Riller gets a breather. He has been dynamite. Only 2 points, but 4 dimes, a rebound, and 2 steals. And it's a line change for the Cowboys. And it includes the insertion of Jonathan Laurent, last year's three-point king in the A-10, a transfer from UMass.
Good player.
Chris Harris off. And one and dones, the Cowboys do not yet have an offensive rebound.
Amazing. Got to go to the glass. They're a little bigger than Charleston.
Earl Grant spoke at great length to us this week about the underscored need to defensively rebound for his team. There, the defense of Epps' own foot and a jump ball on the tie-up. And the arrow favors the Cougars. And D'Angelo Epps getting some minutes. The freshman for Earl Grant, now in his 6th season. He's won 75 games the last 3 years.
He's done a tremendous job. Last 3 years, he's won 24 games or more, John. Amazing.
Picked out. Galloway did not call bank.
Banks are not open at 9:30 here in Charleston, South Carolina.
3 ball. That's a rapid shot from a freshman at Keelan Boone. Poise was deemed necessary from Mike Boynton from his Cowboys. 3 ball response not there for Epps. Avery Anderson the third, partially denied by Miller. Out of bounds off Jasper. It's Cowboy ball, 22 to shoot. And a sub for the Cougars. Looks like they'll send in Trayvon Reddish, who did not play last time out when Jasper, who he comes in for, suffered an ankle sprain. It's something Earl Grant regretted after the game.
It was a coach's decision. Did nothing wrong.
Oh, what a job. The steal, the pirouette, and the foul at the other end. And good sportsmanship shown by Anderson, helping Epps to his feet.
Nice job defensively by Epps. He attacks the basket. He goes hard. Try to block it.
Now remember,
2 shots.
Oklahoma State, 2 fouls on Uriné. The second came at the 15:30 mark. He's been on the bench since. Major impact, huge player.
No question. I think he's going to sit for the whole half unless Charleston pulls out to a big lead.
And Charleston shoots and makes a lot of free throws. Leads the Colonial Athletic Association, hitting 23 free throws a game. They connect at a nearly 80% clip.
Yeah, they're quick. They're very athletic. They're long. Charleston's one of the favorites in the Colonial. As you know, Hofstra is pick number 1. Charleston was a close number 2 in the poll preseason.
Those are the first 2 free throws of Epps' young career. Anderson trots it up. A freshman himself. Calls himself the energy guy for the Cowboys.
John, when you're not making shots, you got to drive the basket. Swing it side to side and drive the ball. Or post somebody up. One of your best post plays.
We'll get a foul on Trayvon Reddish. Off ball, his first. We'll step aside. It's tied early. And the Cougars challenging the Big 12's Cowboys.
Well.
Yeah, you've done a great job, Joe. How big a win would this be today? If Charleston could steal this one, how would that impact you guys?
Well, anytime we get a chance, Pete, to play one of these games on our home court, it's a really big deal for us. If we can get a win here tonight, great for College of Charleston, great for the conference as a whole.
Exactly. No, I'm excited about your conference. We love doing that. CBS Sports Network, we do your league. We hope we could be with you. We have 11 more games with College of Charleston, right? They're going to play, the league's going to play, right? League games, so 11 more with the Colonial. Right?
We love it. The CAA on CBS sounds good, doesn't it?
It does. Altogether, a lot of alliteration. I know you're from Providence, a smart guy.
That's right. That's right.
Alliteration is, but it's exciting. Great atmosphere here. Just about a sellout, right?
Yeah, they've done a nice job here tonight. The fans have come out. This is a special atmosphere for a special game.
No question. How about Townsend, right? Pat Scarry's doing a great job rebuilding that program. Northeastern, Bill Cohen's great. Delaware, right? They got a nice program. Charleston, of course. Hofstra. A lot of great teams in your conference.
Well, you know, we're really fortunate. It starts with the coaches, certainly, and this is a league that has tremendous coaches. Filters down to the players. They care about the players as student athletes, but more importantly, Pete, they care about them as people. And that's what makes this conference really special.
It is special. Now, it's a terrific league, and I'm thrilled for you. I think it's going up and away. You know, if you get more games, they got to go 2 for 1. Sometimes you got to go 2 games for 1 to bring in Oklahoma State, but scheduling is really important.
No doubt, no doubt. We have schools that are committed to the scheduling aspect of bringing good teams in. It's not easy. You know that.
Yep.
It's not easy. It's not easy to bring programs like an Oklahoma State into this building, but we've been very fortunate that we've been able to do some things like that, and I know our coaches and administrators are trying to make that happen every year.
It's a basketball league. You've done a great job. Thanks a million for being with us, Joe, and continued success.
We appreciate it, Pete. Thanks for having me on. Thanks, John. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. That's the commissioner of the Colonial Athletic Association, Joe D'Antonio, joining us. An 18-13 margin. The end, 1 foul went on Laurent as his first. Cougars Looking to get back in their offensive rhythm on a 10-0 run. Smart dunks it home.
Both guys come to the ball, dump it off the Smart. Nice finish.
And the free throw to boot. What do the Cowboys need to do here, Coach?
They got to drive the basketball. They've been scoring the paint. They're 2 games so far this year. They've got most of their points in the paint. Right now, they're trying to live and die from downtown.
And a little sloppy there. McGriff from his knees. The Boone brothers deliver an and one. Twin studs that arrived as part of a top 25 recruiting class. From Keelan to Caleb.
Yep. Good hustle by both teams. Rilla's on the ground. Kick it over. Penetrate. Caleb to finish. Now, when you're down, John, you're down 6 points on the road. Right, I would consider putting the big guy back in 2 or 3 minutes. Once again, you got to take chances on the road a little bit. And just tell, be smart. But I think he's going to sit for the half. I think he's going to sit. And once again, Mike Boynton's coaching. I'm on Boot Hill, right? I'm coaching a ball league in Charlottesville, Virginia.
I would love to watch those games. When are they?
No, we don't have a team. I'm trying to get one. But little zone press, back to the zone. They're doing that, the zone press, to try to have their defense get their offense going. They got to get some steals. Have their defense be more aggressive. All right, get their defense to get going so they get out in transition if you're Oklahoma State.
Riller, deadly off the bounce, rise and hit it.
Riller can score on all 3 levels. He can knock down a 3, a good mid-range shot like you just saw, and get to the rim and finish. Tremendous player.
He's got 7 points, 4 dimes, and a couple of steals.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Isaac Likely is a rising star for Oklahoma State. He's only a sophomore. He's their leading scorer, John, as you know. Terrific player. Got to work on his perimeter shot, but terrific player.
Trayvon Reddish filling in at point. Riller. Looks corner, McManus. Tipped and won by the Cougars again.
New rule change on offensive rebound. You don't get 30 seconds. You only get 20 seconds on a offensive rebound for the Cougars.
Some deep breaths here for Riller. Is he feeling it a bit?
I think so. He was banged up. He was in a practice the other day when you and I were here.
What a denial at the cup by Caleb Boone. And he rips free the board. Did not full participate in the practice yesterday. Did in the shoot-around today. Forced pass. And the silly foul in frustration by Keelan Boone.
Oak State has a couple other shot blockers. They average 9 blocks a game. Nice job. Caleb Boone. Not in my watch. Boom, again. His brother was in there, too. Keelan Boone. Those are 2 terrific young players. A great recruiting class for Oak State. Terrific freshman. A young man coming next year, as you know, John. One of the best players in the country. Cunningham. Mike Boynton. What's going on? Trying to counsel the referees aggressively.
That's part of playing on the road, too, right?
You got it. You got to fight for your team.
Waters.
Yeah. Cowboys are going east and west a lot, John. They're not going north and south. They got to attack the basket. Likely's the one guy that can go north and south and attack the rim.
Couple of doubles in succession. A little too aggressive down low against Caleb Boone. And the Cougars have been brilliant in this building. Winners in 30 of their last 32 home games.
Done a great job. No question about it. Or Grant done a fabulous job. 60th here, John, as you know, right? Unbelievable. Won 24 games last year. Yeah, before they went to the NCAA tournament.
Rainbow effort by McGriff is off, and more settling of jump shots. Quick hoist. Riller leads into the contact and one.
Grant Riller has one of the best first steps in the country. Comes in slow, bang, and explodes. Was in there, great body control, keeps his head on his target. Nice finish, Grant Riller. He loved it. Remembers last year we didn't have a good game. 2 for 14, only 7 points. Because the big guy just wouldn't let him get in there.
And that's 2 fouls on Caleb Boone. And 1 free throw is there. So Riller, the first to double figures. He's got 10 points already.
Yep.
Only had 2 field goal makes, 7 points total when these teams met last year.
Yep. 2 for 14 from the field. That trouble, the big guy, Ane, did a great job blocking shots, contesting some of his shots.
And now it feels like apprehension, hesitation from Oklahoma State.
Yeah. Once again, just going around the horn, settling for jump shots.
And Waters, offensive foul with 3 on the timer. Earl Grant said we need to get back to our identity, and our identity is defense, guarding the ball. So far, Oklahoma State has been guarded incredibly well. Nationally in 5 of the last 6 years.
Yep.
9 of their 10 teams have gone to national postseason in each of the last 2 years.
Big 12's a great league, tremendous coaches, terrific support. Football's big, but basketball's also big in the Big 12.
Miller, what a one-hand whip to Riller. Feels trouble, muscling Likely, falling away. Bit of a force there, and Likely's got it.
Not a great shot for Riller.
Can Likely be that settling force for Oklahoma State.
I love him. I think he's going to be really good. He's at his best in transition, but he can get the ball. I think he can go by Riller. Riller's not going to foul.
Inside, Caleb Boone. Over Miller. Miller better position, but what a win by McGriff, and the blind loss to Rashard. The tumble. Likely's got it. Jump ball. And the arrow will favor the Cowboys.
Good hustle, both teams mixing it up. He had it. Rashad had it, just couldn't hold on to it.
3 minutes to go. What's realistic for Oklahoma State here? What do you want to see in these last 3 minutes?
I'd like to see him drive the ball, swing it quickly, go at the rim, pack the basket. Don't shoot a 3 unless you're wide open.
Dzagwa from Stillwater, and he buries it.
That's what he does best. Like I said, shoot the 3. But that's what he does best.
That's his second made triple, made over 100 of them last year to lead the Big 12.
I'm struggling early, but terrific shoot. He spreads the floor.
Oh, Riller, what a job off the bounce, but another force, and now it's a power play as Riller spilled on the end line. 5 on 4 to Dzagwa again.
Boom. That's Oklahoma State in transition, John. That's where they're at their best. They push it. Everybody went into the lane. Dzagwa's wide open.
Harris provides the pressure on Zep Jasper.
It was 9 points, now it's 3. The saying, shooting makes up for a multitude of sins. Chuck Daly said that, as well as a lot of other coaches. You can shoot, good things happen.
Foul to Chris Harris. That'll be his first, 10 on the team, so double bonus arrives here. Harris getting some words of encouragement from Mike Boynton, who knows that he'll add Ane to the fray come the second half. Jasper at the stripe. 76% a year ago. No free throws this year entering tonight. Buries the first. Heading your way, AT&T at the half. The guys in studio get you caught up on college basketball. Highlights and stats from our game as well on AT&T at the half.
Charleston is shooting 79% from the free throw line, John, coming into the game. So it's a big thing for them. Attack the basket, especially with the big guy. Ioane is out of the game.
Likely given the escort of Jasper. A couple of re-screens. Spin cycle right past Sam Miller. And he comes up wearing a big smile.
He's terrific. He's a rising star, I think, for Oklahoma State, John. Get to the rim. Guards that can penetrate into the lane are worth their weight in gold.
Oh, what anticipation. Caleb Boone brings the boom. And that's a big dunk back within a point. A 10-2 run from the surging Cowboys. The fans come to their feet.
They're doing with their defense and their transition game. The ball to Miller. Miller can make that shot. Throw the ball top of the key.
Grant Riller gets it instead. Shoulders some space. The reluctant Jay. And it feels like it's been more forces from Riller these last 5-6 possessions.
Yeah, got to let it come to him a little bit. Got a good shot now, Oak State.
And the Cowboys could take the lead before halftime.
Right. They're going to high ball screen. That's it. He wants to just go to the hoop. Oh, he got hit. He got hit. There you go. Likely, nice spin. Look in the lane. Goodbye. Spin move. There you go. Jasper has it. Good defense. Caleb Boone with the steal. Great defense. At least easy offense. Cowboys are coming back. Getting a little more comfortable. Doing with defense.
Dezagua, another three-point made. 4 made threes, 3 in a span of 3 minutes of game time.
No, he was struggling first couple of games. Guy named Jimmy Lynam, a great coach from Philadelphia, says, Pete, every game is a separate, unique situation. Dezagua was struggling. He's on fire tonight.
Jasper looking for help. Opposite to Riller. Great stop, and he gets swatted and fouled. .5 seconds.
Goes in from behind. Nice block that time by Caleb Boone, but foul.
That's 3 fouls now on Caleb Boone.
Yeah. Freshman did a real nice job. Caleb Boone did a real nice job, as well as his brother, Keelan Boone.
It does feel, though, that Mike Boynton's game plan to make Grant Riller work for everything he gets has had a cumulative effect, right?
Yep, no question about it. They're doing a nice job defensively, but hey, if you're Charleston, if you can go into the locker room, all right, tie or up 1, look like the best they can do is tie right now, you're thrilled.
12 seconds.
Yep. And ball screen for Isaac Lively.
McGriff, a deep 3. Off target, Riller rips it down. And he'll let the horn arrive. Halftime tied at 30. What do you think?
Hey, terrific game. Once again, big lead for Charleston, but give the credit to Oak State. They came back from 9-point down. It's going to be a great, terrific player. Really improved his offense. The last 6 games, John, as you know, he has scored in double figures. And the last season, and in 2 games so far this year.
Oklahoma State, its first road game of the year, went 2-10 on the road last year, trying to make it back-to-back road wins, going back to Baylor on March the 6th for the first time since February of 2018.
Little zone here now by the Cowboys. They're doing that now to protect Ioane, keep him out of foul trouble. And right now Charleston's struggling from downtown. They're not shooting really well. So that's another reason they're playing. They're only shoot 3 for 14 from downtown.
Brevin Galloway can shoot, though. He had 2 fouls. Another board. Riller off target. And a brilliant save. McManus fouled. Dezagua can't believe it.
Right now Charleston is 3 for 16 from 3-point land. So great move by Coach Mike Horton by playing that zone to start the half. Good hustle. Here we go. McManus. Dezagua came across close. My angle looked like a good block.
And that's a 3-shot foul in the act of the triple. Foul shooting, a major discrepancy. Cougars 9 of 10 at the stripe in the first half. Cowboys had 1 attempt and missed it.
little breakfast in bed when you're at home. Get Eggs Benedict. Get 3-day-old bagels when you're on the road.
I'm more of a scrambled guy myself. In more ways than one, I think.
All Grant done a great job here. College of Charleston, 6th year. 24 wins or more the last 3 seasons. That's fabulous. 2 years ago, went to the big dance.
Rattles it down. Cowboys didn't realize there. They started to crash to rebound. He had a third shot no matter what. McManus changed his body, lost 10 pounds in the offseason. Says he's in the best shape of his career. Earl Grant said, we got him to stop eating those honey buns that he likes so much. And he believes that's a big impact in his game.
I think so. He's a terrific talent. He's strong. He's quick. He can shoot it. He just got to step up. He's a senior. He hasn't really been consistent yet, John.
That's what Earl Grant said. Perhaps an even bigger change than the body, the mindset that he wants the ball. He said there were multiple huddles in their most recent game that he said, Coach, give me the ball, and got a couple of big buckets against Georgia State late.
Running some screens, trying to get Zagua some open shots, and on fire in the first half.
Oh, great give and go, and the finish right at the cup.
Great job. Nice pass by Zagua. Really attacking him now because he shot the ball so well. Nice pass inside. The big guy got it.
Iorene's first basket. He had 2 fouls and was done 4.5 minutes into the game for the rest of the first half.
Right. He's averaging 13 points a game. Second leading scorer for the Cowboys.
McManus defended by McGriff. Backs him in with a high pound and steps.
Zagua now comes off the screen. Both guys go to Zagua. Nice job. Ioane goes to the hoop. Nice finish for the big guy. Zagua putting his fingerprints all over this game with shooting, passing, and spacing the floor.
McGriff giving a buffer. Zagua giving no space. Forcing a pass to Ane. Turns it over and Riller's got it. Riller beat Zagua, has to get the foul. Well, in a heartbeat, Zagua's got his second.
Grant Riller's tough. Over 3 steals a game. Another steal. Here he comes in transition. Goes after it. Another steal by Riller. Come down in transition. Nice and slow. First quick step. Boom! Explodes by Zagua. One of the best first steps in the game of college basketball. Grant Riller.
Normally you're looking at that high post in the zone. Riller gets there, kicks corner, 3-ball, yes! Brevin Galloway from deep. That's his first field goal made.
Assist by Riller.
McGriff.
Be patient out, cover. Swing the ball movement, drive the basketball.
Nay gets fed. Muscling in on Smart. Tough shot, no. McGriff another board. Corner look to Zagua. How did he hit that?
Unbelievable. He's on fire. It's his 5th 3. His parents drove up from Florida to the game from Tampa.
Coach, he was flying into the auxiliary media seating.
You're hot, you're hot. It was a great job for Oklahoma State.
Oh, backdoor cut. Riller. Smart follows. Can't handle hot potato. Cowboy basketball.
Drive inside by the big guy, Ioane. Ball gets knocked. Pass by McGriff. Zagua, quick shot. Boom! Shoots that arrow. 5 threes for Thomas Zagua.
Grant Riller was known for a very, very loud, very flamboyant shooting the arrow finish on his 3-point makes. And it stopped it after officials started telling him that they would call him for a foul immediately. And a foul off ball. The battle underneath. Riller and Zagua. That'll be a hold on Riller.
Thomas Zagua, 15 points, 5 for 7 from 3-point land. Having a great game. Keeping the Cowboys right in the hunt. First road game for Oklahoma State. Much improved. A lot of excitement about the program now. Great recruiting. Re-energized. Mike Boynton doing a fabulous job from Brooklyn.
Smart doing a great job facing up against Ane. And Zagua again! 6 May triples. And now the Charleston fans are getting on the officials saying technical foul for the celebration because they've seen their star, Grant Riller, deal with the same circumstance.
Yeah, forget it. Have a little fun. Nothing wrong with that. Not making anybody look bad. Let them enjoy the game. It's supposed to be fun. Great matchup between the 2-point guards. Jasper and Likely, two quick, athletic guys that play good defense.
Oh, against the grain. Galloway couldn't slam on the brakes fast enough.
Yep. McGriff with the pass. Quick catch and shoot. Boy, he gets it rid of it quickly. Last year he shot over 40% from three-point land. 12 points a game for Desagua last season.
Likely. Kicks McGriff. Jumper off. And another one and done. The offensive rebounding has not been there for the Cowboys tonight.
And they got to do that. They just can't just settle for one.
Oh, Riller. Swatted hard by Yorane. Likely. What a look, and Desagua couldn't handle it. Tempo's picking up.
Don't come in the lane when you got the big guy. Yorane. Tremendous shot block.
Equally is important. Oklahoma State only 2 offensive rebounds and a giant disparity at the free throw line.
Yeah. A lot of three-point attempts right now for Oklahoma State. 6 for 14, and Dezagua's been on fire. 18 points, leading scorer in the game. He's the reason they have a slight lead.
Riller into the corner. McManus given little ground by McGriff. Falling away. Off target, tapped by Miller, won by Likely. Cowboy basketball.
Not a good shot. Fadeaway shot with a guy in your face.
Is Miller on the floor because of a name?
He's there to try to spread the offense around. He's a terrific three-point shooter. He's physical and hopefully can keep Ane away from the offensive glass.
Disrupted some Desagua.
And Miller's a three-point shooter. Last year, 41% from downtown.
Waters a deep three. Makes it with Riller in his face.
Last year, Oklahoma State shot 37% from three-point land to lead the Big 12. This year, first couple of games, they were cold, but right now they're heating up. That's their 7th three.
And there's Miller on command. 3-ball off, Likely the rebound. Likely against Jasper.
Throw inside to the big guy. The big dog eat. Get the ball to him.
Desagua. Off target. Collision. No call. Now the whistle in pursuit of the free basketball. They're going to get Miller.
Reverse. Waters. He backs up a little bit. Riller backs up. He fakes. Raises up. Splash. Terrific shooter, Lindy Waters, from Norman, Oklahoma.
Desagua out, Harris in for Oklahoma State. Keelan Boone subs in, and Waters gets a breather. For Charleston, Jalen Richard is back into the ball game.
Tell you, I love Keelan Boone. I think he's got a chance to be special. 6'8", freshman from Tulsa, Oklahoma. He knocked down a three, goes to the glass. I think he's going to be special.
His twin brother, Caleb, was the more highly recruited player. Likely off target, gets it back. Baker.
Nice job on the glass for the Cowboys.
Riller. Miller. That's another quick release three. It will be Cougar basketball.
He had a great look. Halfway down. Nice set play by Coach Earl Grant. Wide open three to a guy who shot 41% from downtown last year. Nothing more than that.
Richard's minutes have doubled. And there's the pick. Yeah. Galloway the foul. That'll be 3.
Yeah. Yeah. Rashad threw the ball. Nice job by McGriff. Cameron McGriff with the steal, a veteran senior. We talked to him. Shoot around. Very impressive young man. Last guy, poise. Said we have to have poise tonight, playing on the road.
Echoing the words of his head man Mike Boynton Jr., who makes more subs here. Avery Anderson in, Caleb Boone in. It's the second unit in part for Oklahoma State. Is this the window for Charleston?
No question. You got to get their defense to get their offense going. Try to get a steal.
Oh, what a high-low, and no finish there for Caleb Boone. Galloway against the grain of the lane, an easy pick for Keelan Boone. Riller gets a little aggressive, gives it right back. No possession exchange, timer still rolls. McGriff showing the shake, off the hesitation. They'll have to settle for 2 free throws. We'll get McManus with his first. That's 4 on Charleston.
We get some scoring going from Charleston. Now I'm going to try to look for Brevin Galloway. Excellent shooter. Try to get him some looks.
College of Charleston led this game by as many as 9. But with this now a 12-0 run for Oklahoma State, Earl Grant sees his team down a game worst 8. And make it 9. Anderson calls himself the energy guy. Says, I'll do whatever it takes to get the W.
Only a freshman. Attack him if you're Riller.
Hesitation on the jump give. 3 ball. Little flat. Anderson wins it. Here come the Cowboys. Caleb Boone wants it. Just a touch off. Loose on the deck. Crowd going bananas. What'd you see, Coach?
Well, I think it was play on. Both teams being aggressive. I don't think there was any foul there. Both guys are scrapping for the ball. Referee's letting them go. I think they're being fair.
We'll step aside. A giant surge for Oakley on the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. And it's got some Bruin flavor. Steve Alford in his first year got a 10-year deal to be the leader of the pack. Had great success in the Mountain West. 3-time Mountain West Coach of the Year in his time at New Mexico. Out of a Charleston timeout, Cowboys right back to business, a 15-0 run.
When he's struggling like this now, hey, give a lot of credit to Oklahoma State's defense. They're doing a great job. Swing the ball, look to drive it.
Now, you were talking during break, the 3-point attempts, high volume, and here's another. McManus makes.
Before that, they were 4 for 20%. McManus is a guy that's got to step up. He's a senior. He's very talented. What I was shooting 1 for 6 from the field, so big basket. Long way to go.
3-ball Harris off. Miller the board, another one and done. Can Riller get to the cup, maybe get to the line? Corner look, Galloway, flat. And pinballs off Riller. It's Cowboy basketball.
Yeah. Galloway had a wide open look, one of the best 3-point shooters for Charleston, but it's all the Zaga from downtown, knocking down threes. The big guy in the house, Waters from 3. Right now, Cowboys are rolling here in Charleston.
What's the NFL's competitive edge? It's the Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed, on sale now.
Can it help me fall asleep faster?
Yes, by Jaylen.
And they also enjoyed a fantastic year the season prior. Anthony Johnson, star point guard on that team. They lost 3 games all year. They lost in the tournament to eventual national champion Arizona. They lost in the Great Alaska Shootout to the NCAA runner-up and the champion the year before and after in Kentucky. And their only other loss, Oklahoma State.
How about that? John Kress, a class guy, a gentleman. I coached against him when I was the head coach at Providence, and he was here at Charleston. He called me up like a porterhouse steak, John, and he used to script. His first 10 plays, he had it scripted. And the players, they ran it, and a wonderful coach, a gentleman. I talked to him briefly at halftime. He's tremendous. He brought the school from NAIA to the Division I, and there's a 97 banner. Tremendous guy, class guy. He's what college basketball is all about. One of the best coaches, one of the best people in college basketball.
Second foul to Miller, who's defending Ane here, and Ane sinks it right over top.
You gotta love Ane, huh? Terrific player. So again, last 6 games he scored a double figures, John. So he's getting better and better offensively. Young man from South Sudan, tremendous young player. And he's a sophomore.
Inside, slipped by the shot blocker. Miller stripped. Oh, the no look. Anderson the extra pass. Anderson gets fed and air balls. And an excellent box out by Riller, outsized by Ane.
Yep.
It sits at 10. There were stretches, Coach, where it felt like Charleston was dominating the game. The lead ballooned to 9. And the air has been squeezed out by this talented Cowboy team. And now off ball, Ane and Miller getting into it. They're going to get Ane, it looks like here.
Yep.
Technical foul when it seemed that Miller was the bigger instigator, at least with the physical elements.
I would have given them both one, John. I don't think you pick on Ane on that one. Sometimes the second guy gets caught. So again, I think Miller was also guilty of something. Should have been a double tech.
Let's see as they sort it out. There were a barrage of technicals for Charleston last time out against Georgia State.
Yeah. The refs are doing a good job, but I don't like that one. I think it's a double technical both ways.
Now remember that Ane picked up 2 personals 4.5 minutes clean into the game and did not play the rest of the first half. So Riller to the line. He is an outstanding free throw shooter. And converts, entered at 91% this year. Was top 5 in the CAA at 81% a year ago. And if Charleston can get back in this game, it's going to have to do some of the damage at the line, right?
No question. They do. They're very good at the line. One of the best right now early in the season.
So watch the right side of the screen.
Yep.
It looked like Miller was just going through the motions. There was some jawing. We'll get word here. So it's an unsportsmanlike Class A technical foul on Ane.
Yeah. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
That's one of the points of emphasis this year, is on speeding up the game and sportsmanlike behavior. You see it more with the flopping calls that have emerged.
Right. And maybe that'll give a little juice now to Charleston. We'll see. Right now, Oklahoma State's doing a great job defensively.
Richard feels the double. Tipped. Cowboys. McGriff ahead. Slams it home.
That's right now in the DNA of Oklahoma State is their defense. Coach Eddie Sutton on and play great defense and back of their shorts means a lot to them.
McManus catch, release, off. And the Cowboys oozing confidence here.
Yep, playing with a little bit of swagger now.
And they trying to post against Miller.
There's a shot for Desagua now. He's on fire. Don't forget him.
And they feels the double. Bad pass, and Riller picks it. Jasper spreads. 3-ball off. And they, the easy rebound on the bounce. But there is such a swagger right now for this Oklahoma State team.
Yep. Now that all 5 starters are back from last season. I think they're picked 6th preseason in the Big 12. You're going to get better and better.
Likely running end line. Desagua. 7 made threes, tying his career high.
Keep running to him. Not missing. Run a set play for him, Desagua.
He was high school teammates with Kevin Knox, his best friend, separated by a year. Went on to great things at Kentucky. First-round pick by the Knicks.
We saw his parents at the shoot-around today, and he might have to come to every game.
Oh, Riller behind the back. Miller in rhythm. Off target.
Getting a great look.
Continue to clank. Well, Charleston now 5 of 25 from outside.
That's 20%. Not good enough. Have to beat a quality team like Oklahoma State.
Baseline J. The energy has been sucked out of this building.
Yep.
They're trying to bring it back to life. Riller, great screen by Miller, and Riller slips past the net. And that's something he worked on this summer.
Yep.
Went to the CP3, the Chris Paul guard camp, and he said Oklahoma State guards the screen a lot like the NBA. On a couple of bounds, McGriff, the hesitation. Anae's got it, foul on the floor. So the foul to Jasper, but new highs for Dzagwa. He buries the three, 7 made triples.
Oh, yeah, the show's all about fun, but we still have to play by the rules.
Dismal.
And you got to credit the defense by Oklahoma State. They're doing a nice job.
In the second half, just 19% for the Cougars in the field and 11 of their 16 attempts from outside. Oh, easy feed, perfectly designed, and it all starts with a touch pass from Boone.
Give Coach Mike Boynton credit for that now. Out-of-bounds play, overplay. Waters goes backdoor with a layup.
Cougars have to go to the rim, right?
Yep. They don't have really an inside score consistently, especially now the big guy's out of the game. All right, Anae's out of the game.
And McManus on the spin.
Adjustment by Charleston. The big guy's out of the game. Go inside. McGriff, he backs him in. Goes up. Caleb Boone with a little piece of it. Still winning anyway. Zone press here now by Charleston. One, two, two zone press. Trying to get their defense to get their offense going. It's not over yet. They're in a big hole. Now 13. They go 2 by 2. They go back to the zone. Gotta know where Dzagwa is now. Make it look easy. The weakness of the zone is a high post.
Out of bounds, Cowboy ball.
The way you beat a 2-3 zone, get it to the high post to the foul line. They did. They get a great pass underneath. They just couldn't finish. Good execution by the Cowboys. Just couldn't make the shot inside.
There's the lob right back to Caleb Boone. This time they deny Waters, likely curling off the screen. McGriff, Caleb Boone wants it.
He's not a great outside shooter. He can make it, but that's not his strength.
McGriff. Galloway loses the ball. Tied up. And we'll get a jump. And the Cowboy bench fired up the arrow favoring Oklahoma State. This has been an impressive performance by a unique Cowboy team. Yes, 3 captains, steady seniors, 1,000 combined points entering the year, but the influx of a lot of freshmen still getting their first minutes, literally their first collegiate road game, and tremendous poise. And there's a flop warning given to the College of Charleston. That's one of the other additions, the wrinkles to the game this year. If a flop happens again, it becomes a technical. You get 1 warning for the entire team.
It's 1 free throw on the ball. The technical if it happens again. Right now, Cowboys are outscoring Charleston 28-15, John. I think a big part of that is the defense by the Cowboys and Dzagwa knocking them down from all over.
And that foul to Jalen Richard, his first team 7, so bonus free throws arrive. Waters at the line. Converts. Last year, he was second in the Big 12, an 88% free throw shooter. Mike Boynton, reason to smile. Not only does he have some rising talent on the floor, he's got more coming in. Today's signing day in college basketball, and they made it official that Cade Cunningham, by some accounts #1, others #2, ranked overall prospect in the game. Outstanding combo guard is going to head to Oklahoma State. Grant Riller Ready to sub back in. Time ticket.
Oklahoma State goes to a 2-2-1 zone press. Back to the zone. They want to make them play against their offense twice. Weakness is the high post. Get the ball there. McManus got to hold on to the ball. Right now, Charleston, John, is struggling to do anything. He just can't. A little flustered right now.
The Cowboys brimming with confidence. The challenge was show poise in a loud environment. They've done that. They've quieted this previously loud environment. Likely threads the needle. Caleb Boone adjusts and gets the bounce. That's pretty.
Yep, nice job.
Now we asked Mike Boynton, what do you know about your team? And he said, I don't know if I know a ton, but I know our team understands what it takes to get better.
Yep. Change the zone now. A little bit of 3-2 zone. They get three guys up top. Still the weakness is that foul line. Throw the ball to the high post or the corner right there.
And they say go ahead and shoot it. Instead he spins into contact, puts one up, whistle blares. I mentioned the outstanding talents coming to Oklahoma State. National letter of intent received. Cade Cunningham is on his way. Now I'm sure it helps a lot that his brother Cannon is an assistant on the staff, and one of his good buddies from AAU ball, Rondell Walker, a four-star guard, is also inbound, part of a top 20 class in the country as it stands.
Brother there, Cannon Cunningham, assistant coach for the Cowboys.
And one here for McManus. That bucket good, free throw good. As far as a comparison, by the way, for Cade Cunningham, Penny Hardaway meets Ben Simmons.
Wow. Wow. Cowboys fans are really excited. Mike Boynton has re-energized the program. And a great job.
The other teams in the fray late. Kentucky, North Carolina.
Wow.
He's going to Oklahoma State.
Great get. Mike Boynton from Brooklyn, New York, Bishop Loughlin High School. Used to play them when I was high school coach at Brooklyn Prep. Great program at Loughlin. Mike was a terrific player and a class guy. And they enjoyed talking to him.
Oh, Caleb Boone shaping up, putting it down. He's got a good feel for spacing in there.
Yeah, both those young men are very good players. Keelan Boone and Caleb Boone. Tulsa, Oklahoma, two terrific young players. 3-2 zone. Get the ball to the baseline or the high post.
Galloway. And they're just popping threes.
Yeah. Really struggling.
And at this point, Coach, you're running out of time. You probably do have to start hitting some triples, right?
Yeah, you do. Under 20% from downtown, so that's not their strength. Coming into the game tonight, they're 29% from three-point line.
And it feels like unless they ratchet it up defensively, it might be moot.
Yeah. It's a veteran team, a lot of veterans.
Deep three rattles down for Waters. Timeout, Oklahoma State. Mike Boynton's team has been incredibly impressive. Cowboys, Oklahoma State, a top 25 recruiting class last year, a top 25 recruiting class as it stands right now, incoming as well.
Talented freshman, certainly. I really like the Boone brothers. Keelan and Caleb are terrific young players. Very, very bright future for them for sure. Chris Harris, a good player from Dallas, Texas. He's going to help them. So I think they're going to be a great future for Oklahoma State basketball.
This zone has been deadly. A lot of chucked threes, badly misfired by the Cougars, and there's another miss by Zep Jasper. They get the board. Riller the lead for Miller. Out of play.
Yep. Right now shooting 18% from three-point land. John is shooting more threes than twos. They got to drive the ball. I think it's too late now, but you can't just live and die with the threes. And that's not their strength.
That also just tilts it all the more to the slight size advantage, at times big size advantage Oklahoma State has in rebounding, right?
Yep, no question. It's a much improved Oklahoma State team. Last year 10-22. This year they got a chance, I think, to be very good in a very tough Big 12 conference.
Had only 7 scholarship players by the end of last year. Had to dismiss several players in January. What a pretty floater there Galloway puts it in.
And Charleston's a good team. They're just not having a good night. And credit the defense by Oklahoma State and the hot shooting, certainly of DeZagua, Waters, doing a real good job lately. So Charleston's going to be right there. The last 3 years, they've won 24 games or more. This year, they're going to be very good again. They're going to do a better job. They're going to help Riller more, John, right? Not live with the 3 right now.
Likely spinning into the paint, slams into contact, blocking foul.
He said he was in the contested area inside the little horseshoe there.
D'Angelo Epps picks up his first. It's interesting, you spoke with Earl Grant, head man for College of Charleston. You said, Coach, you've got 2 known things, right? Riller's your primary man. Brevin Galloway seems to be your second scorer. Who's your third option?
Right. He didn't know. He says different guys, different nights. They lost Jarrell Brantley, as you know, John, playing now with the Utah Jazz. So they're going to be fine. It's a good game to learn. You say, hey, we can't live with the 3. They think they got to drive the ball more. They got to get an inside scorer, John. You know, somebody who can go in there and score. You know, so they'll be fine. It's just a big test for them, and they lost to a very good team, an experienced team. 3 seniors: DeZagua, Waters, and McGriff. That's the foundation, and I really love Likely. I think he's terrific.
And they still have a challenging non-league. Charleston will play at Marshall on Tuesday. They go to UCF. They have a game against Wake Forest and Anaheim, part of the Wooden legacy.
Yep. Tough schedule. And the Colonial's a good league this year. Delaware's doing well. Towson with Pat Scarry's going to have a very good team this year. Northeastern, Billy Cohen's an excellent coach. Hofstra, you know, they're very good. So the league is improved. They're going to have 4 or 5 teams that could win 20 games. I think it's an improved conference, the Colonial. So, but I think before it's said and done, Charleston will be up right near the top.
Oklahoma State will have Yale, the reigning Ivy League champs, gave LSU a big scare in the big dance last year. Tried to thread the needle kickball. That'll move the timer. They've also got another color of orange. They've got Syracuse and Brooklyn in the NIT season tip-off.
Yep.
Georgetown, they'll play at Houston, the reigning American regular season champ.
Yeah. Cowboys got a tough schedule. The Big 12 is murder once again.
McManus falling away. That's what you wanted to see 8-9 minutes ago.
Exactly. He's a key guy. He's a senior now. Tremendous talent. He's got to put it together.
What's the challenge of each head coach to his team? You got a little under 2 minutes left. What do you want to see? Well,
just keep competing. The game's over. The decision decided. Oak State just shared the basketball. Don't want anybody to get hurt on either team. And Charleston, I just got to learn from it. That's all. Watch the film, see the pluses and the minuses. We're up 9, as you mentioned before, John, right? Then boom.
No love for my hands. I just saved you.
No,
it was an inbound meteor.
I almost got clocked my big head. That's your baseball background, right? The good hands. But both teams can learn from it. You watch the thing, you show what they did well and what they got to improve on. I think right now Charleston is shot selection. Too many threes. Got to get more balanced scoring, and they got to get more help from Galloway's a good player. You know, so is McManus. They got some good talent in Charleston. They didn't play great today, but a big part of that was the defense by Oklahoma State.
And suffocating at times, and Earl Grant will have some drawing board material. Free throw make. Oklahoma State trying to make it back-to-back road wins for the first time since February of 2018.
Road wins, John, are like winning twice. They get back on the plane, they get a nice charter, something to eat, a lot of fun. So it's really special winning on the road.
What was your biggest road win?
Good question. Well, we beat North Carolina down there, and they were pretty good. That was probably one of the biggest ones. That was at Virginia. That was special.
And they getting big on the back line. McManus shoots it over top, and then Banker.
John, the banks are open at 10:59 in Charleston, South Carolina. Make your deposit and get some interest. You got to call that. Brooklyn, that don't count. Mike Boynton wouldn't count that. Brooklyn. I like when the banks are open late at night.
Oklahoma State has opened this game in the second half. When Ane returned, the offense vanished for Charleston in the game change.
Whoa.
Pretty finish by Lindy Waters.
With the scoop.
And they're going to call timeout. I would think this is subs, right?
Yeah, just a quick. Yep. Lindy Waters, very talented player. Honorable mention, all Big 12. In the lane, scoop the hoop. English. Oh, yeah, he works on that every day. Lindy with the finish.
My name is Jay, and a little thing I like about the grilled...
You know, from 9 to tie at half. That was a big key to the game. Last 2 or 3 minutes of the first half, where Oklahoma State came back and tied it. Got their confidence, and it was up and away the second half.
And here's still more pressure. Trying to finish the right way, the Cowboys.
Well, just slow it down. Just working on something. Game's over. They're not trying to steal it. Just slow down Charleston a little bit. Back to the 2-3 zone.
Epps loses handle, resettles, gives it away. Keelan Boone, timer off. And the margin's going to be very similar to the matchup last year in Stillwater. Oklahoma State will run its record to 3-0 and enjoy back-to-back road wins for the first time since February of 2018. A team that won 2 road games all of last year takes its first in a tough environment to win. Mike Boynton's team won in recruiting today, and they win in Charleston tonight. Undefeated. And welcome on inside TD Arena. John Sadak, the coach, Pete Gillen, our spirited CBS Sports Network crew, and a big-time ball game on tap. The ball tossed and won by the biggest man on the floor, Uriane, and we're underway. Coach, what are we looking for tonight?
Well, 2 different type of plays we have, John. Oklahoma State wants to play in the 80s, up and down, chuck and duck, heave and leave, and Charleston wants to play a medium game, medium pace in their 60s. They'll run when they want, but they don't want to get in a shootout because they don't have the firepower of Oklahoma State.
Isaac Likely up top. Lindy Waters the third. Only 5 to shoot. Dangerous lob. Gets underneath. Denied. Likely, not quite. Osinachi Smart says no, and the Cougars get a stop.
Fans are going to stand now until the College of Charleston scores.
Jeff Jasper, primary ball handler, comes to the ball, tweaked his ankle, limited to just over 10 minutes last time out. Loses the handle, but the tap to his teammate, Jaylen McManus, and the hoist off target. This is where the Cowboys thrive.
They love to run.
And they love the shooting, generally, of Thomas DeZagua. He's been a little off. Only had 1 shot attempt last time out for Oklahoma State against Kansas City.
Yeah. Charleston just walks it up, John. They don't want to get in a track meet. Don't have quite the firepower that the Cowboys do.
Hard screen by Smart. Jasper on the probing dribble. McManus the flick. Brevin Galloway releases and misses. Won by Cameron McGriff.
Some of the fans of Charleston might get arthritis if they have to stand too long.
It is a little chilly outside as well. And it seems to be cold for the shooting of Oklahoma State. Lindy Waters the third off target.
Both these teams are only shooting 29% from downtown early in the season. Only 2 games each, but they've been cold from downtown.
Riller sees a double. Kicks. McManus rhythm 3. Yes! And you believe Jaylen McManus could be an X factor.
He's the key guy to the game, John. No doubt about it. He has great talent. He hasn't always delivered. He's a senior. He looks great. He's terrific talent.
And a big foul on Uriane trying to set a screen.
Yep. Grant Riller, nice penetration. All the defense surrounds him. He kicks it out. McManus had plenty of time. Raised up and nailed it. So great pass by Grant Riller.
Well, Uriane is one of the best shot blockers in America. What's the impact of a foul 2+ minutes in?
Well, once again, good question. I can make him a little more tentative. You got to go out of shot block. Take it right to his chin. Drive at him. Don't go away from him. Go at him. That's it.
Riller does, and he gets his pocket picked and a forced outlet. Send it back. A little too aggressive, Likely battling against Jeff Jasper.
Oklahoma State loves to run. They kick it ahead. Pass a little off, and Likely with a push off. He didn't like it. Jasper's juiced. Not here to hold hands. it's a giant game, John, as you know, for Charleston as well as the Colonial Athletic Association. Give them more juice. It's a big game also for Oak State. You want to get back in a winning track. Last year, 10-22. You want to get back in the big dance.
Riller double, feeds Jasper. Aggressive drive, and the finish not there for Galloway. Nene wins it. Cowboys struggled, went 2-10 on the road last year. They've only won 5 road games under third-year head man Mike Boynton Jr.
Yeah. That time, Nene did not block the shot, but he intimidated.
Zagwa off target on the 3. Are they settling and forcing these threes?
They are. You got to attack the rim. Right now, give credit to the defense of Charleston. Doing a nice job.
You mentioned the pace. 3-0 seems to be in favor of the Cougars.
No question about it.
What a feed, what a stop. And gives it away. Likely. Nice bounce pass in rhythm, and the layup cutting to the hoop for Waters.
That's Oklahoma State at the best. They love to run. That's at their best in transition, John.
And pressure here on the ball?
Yep. Like it is a nice job pressuring Jasper.
It took 3.5 minutes for the Cowboys to get their first field goal made. Chris Harris Jr. ready to sub in. Riller, ball in his hands, single digits on the timer, the double again.
Yep. Bring the big guy away from the basket.
McManus popping his shot with one of the timer off, another board for McGriff.
Got a great look.
Likely right down the teeth of the defense.
No excuse for that. He like parted the Red Sea, went right down the middle, surrounded by the Cougars.
Or maroon in this case.
Or the maroon. You're right, you know, John. Very observant.
Sam Miller ready to sub in. Riller denied on the baseline. Passes out of it opposite McManus. And Osinachi over the back. 2 fouls on Yorane.
Yeah. Problem for the Cowboys. They keep him in the game.
But was a highly sought-after recruit, originally committed to Texas A&M. Was allowed out after Billy Kennedy was fired in mid-March. He comes on.
You lose a 6'10 guy, great shot blocker, you bring in a 6'3 guard. Big difference.
Long entry deep into the backcourt, tracked down by Riller.
I think we'll see Riller now, John, trying to penetrate, get into the paint, try to get fouled to score.
They've been doubling. He gets doubled here. Flicks it off to the subbed-in Sam Miller. Way deep!
Last year, Sam Miller shot 41% from three-point land. Big weapon.
And that's his first three-point make this season.
Right. He's 0 for 4. You're right. Coming into this game.
5 out here. Some runners. McGriff the screen.
I like to see Oklahoma State attack the basket, drive the basketball. Just live and die with a jumper.
There's the jumper. Harris just subbed in. Off. Out of bounds. Cougar ball.
They double Riller. Plenty of time for Sam Miller. Splash. Once again, big guy can knock it down from way downtown. Last year he was great. 41% from 3.
And remember, the three-point line extended to the international distance.
Right.
Does that impact college basketball?
Definitely. I think, you know, especially the mediocre shooters. Some of the big guys, they won't be able to shoot as well, I don't think.
What a cut by Riller. Denied underneath by Likely. Won by the Cowboys.
I think the great shooters is not going to bother John, but the mediocre shooters, I think it's going to affect them.
Part of the philosophy, the thought from the powers that be, that it would open driving lanes.
I don't think that much, John. It's not that much of a distance to open up the court that much.
Waters hits the jumper, but are these still good shots for Oklahoma State?
No, not great. I like to see them drive the basketball. They're shooting contested shots. As you said, they're settling a little bit. They're not make that extra pass. You got to have more ball movement and player movement for Oklahoma State.
D'Angelo Epps ready to sub in for the Cougars. Jasper dribble if he wants. Welcome on into Charleston, where we have it all even.